Hey guys, it's been a while. You may notice this is a different car I'm sitting in. It's because I actually did it. I actually got myself a 981 Boxster S manual with sport chrono, with the sport exhaust, and I could not be happier. But that's not the point of this video. I'll have a review and impressions video at a later point. This one is to just go over the beginning. It's January 1st, 2026, and I realized there are things I needed to change. And this semester, because I'm still in college, I've decided to make those changes. Well, you're probably here for the car. So why don't I do a little bit of talking while driving? I feel like that'll be fun, right? Though first, I do want you to hear the sport exhaust. It is absolutely beautiful. Listen to this. I'm never going to get over that. You may notice all the snow piles around me. It snowed a lot over the past few days. There's a lot of snow everywhere, so it makes driving, a little bit more fun, especially with these new winter tires I got on here. Let's get going. Alright, let's get these windows down a little bit so you guys can hear. There we go. Handbrake down here. Let's get going. Turn off PSM just for a moment, just so we can have a little bit of fun here. God, I love this engine. Oh, I love the sound of this thing. Let's chill out. So, when I mentioned before leaving about needing change, I'm a mechatronics engineer. If you're unaware of that is, it's a mix between mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and robotics and manufacturing. Those three majors. And I'm in my third year now. I just finished up my third year, first semester, and I realized I was starting to get a little bit burnt out. I wasn't as interested in the subject anymore. None of the work was fun like it used to be when I was, first coming to college. And it got to the point where I started slipping a little bit. It was a high, and then ever since my second year, it was slowly starting to dip down grades. Nothing like crazy. I was still getting good grades, but I was noticing that I was becoming unmotivated. I wasn't as happy as I used to be. And realizing that, and yeah, in this last semester, it was like a big hit, and I was like, you know what? I need time. I need time to do the things that I've been wanting to do ever since I got to college. I didn't really have a break last summer, either my winter break, and I realized I need to do something. So I took the leap, and I realized I'm taking this semester off. I'm still living up here, I'm still going to get stuff done up here, I'm still going to be working with the school, things like that. But I need a break from classes. I need some time to do the things I want to do. All the photography, all the drone stuff, all the car stuff, I didn't have time. It was so much work all the time. And I realized I was just getting burned out. So, over here. Holy shit, I love this car. So, I realized just given all of that, just the Port Plus. Given all of that, I took the semester off. So this semester is going to be all about me. And I'm going to use this YouTube channel as a way to do that. I'm going to be posting content that I like. I want to make more car videos. I want to play more airsoft. Woohoo! And just take time. It could be like little 3D modeling videos every so often, but I'm taking this time to do something for me for once in a while. I think it'll make me happier. It'll re-motivate me to do what I loved to do years ago, because I feel like I've lost a little bit of myself and what I stood for. And I get college is all about change. Actually, not here. But I used to be tinkering all the time. I used to be doing all this engineering stuff. I used to be building robots. I used to be doing, and now I can barely make up the motivation to do much anymore besides when I literally have to do it. So I'm taking this as a time to do all that stuff that I used to like, without the crushing pressure of grades, assignments, exams, just to see what I can do when I have nothing holding me back. And I'm hoping that 2026, starting January 1st, this will be a good time to do that. Because why not start on a new year? And I know it'll be hard. I'll have to, paying for my apartment, doing all that other stuff. I need to figure all that out, and especially all the time. But I want to fill up that time with the stuff that I love doing. Ooh, WRX there, perfect for Rochester. That was a V8. No, that was a VB. Ooh, okay. And yeah, I don't know. That may make sense. That may not make any sense. But you know what? I hope some people out there understand or feel something going through it. And I'm fortunate enough that I have the ability to take a semester off if I want to. Well, no, it's not really if I wanted to. The fact I was even able to do this in the first place was a huge leap of faith. Because I did not expect I was going to be able to do this. But I put it together. I took the time, I figured things out. Oh my god, I love this car. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be for the next few months until summer, maybe through summer. I'm just gonna be taking time and doing what I love and posting it to this channel. This video maybe just be a garbled mess of thoughts and things going on, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine with me. If people watch, they watch. If not, they don't. This is for me. But you've probably heard enough from me for now. So let's get to the car. I'm in the process of making a review for this car, actually. I've been putting a bunch of videos together over the past however long. I've owned this car it's been about 2 months now. The first month I wasn't actually able to drive it much because I had to get it inspected and things like that. And I ran into issues with inspection, and I had to get parts, all that fun jazz that everyone loves. Auto blip is absolutely amazing in Porsches. The fact it even has first gear auto blip is amazing. But yeah, I've loved this car so far. It's pretty much the exact spec I would have bought. If I had the option to buy one of these things new, this is pretty much it. The only thing I wasn't the biggest fan of in this spec, I want to point out though, this car has a lot of mileage on it. I got this car for under 40 grand. It may be high mileage, but it has pretty much every package you could dream. You know, it's the 18-way Sport Plus seats. I'm super surprised it has those. Like, that's a freaking miracle on its own. But yeah, manual that. It has a lot of modifications that probably played into the price as well. It's got a set of coilovers from, I believe it was Olin's. Yeah, Olin's coilovers, Tarrant Engineering sway bars, end links. These are not the standard wheels on this car. These are the Sport Classic wheels. I believe they are. But they technically came on this car. It was just a nice package. I like the wheels personally. 10mm spacers in the back. This has a numeric shifter. This shifter feels absolutely amazing. I haven't driven a GT3 or a GT4, but I would assume that's what it felt like. Because it is stiff, but it's purposeful. Everything that I do in here, every shift, there's no slop at all. It's a short shifter. Like, look. Very short gears. I mean, very short, you know, throws. There is a downside to this car, though. I will note the engine's amazing. The handling is amazing. Everything about this car is absolutely beautiful. The gearing's a little long, though. Again, I'll talk about this more in my review coming up, but this is a Cobb tune on it, so the red line has been pushed to 8,000. Second gear ends at about 80 miles an hour, which is insane. But it also means I can stay in a gear for a while, which is quite nice. Okay, slow down here. Overhill, don't know what's going on. Alright, also still snow on the road, you know? Don't do anything too crazy with other drivers. But yeah, this car overall is freaking amazing. Again, gearing a little bit long, but everything else in here. It even has heated and cooled seats. This car is like every package that I could have dreamed of. I love this car. This is like my freaking dream car right here. I love it. The engine is so loud too. It sounds so good. Oh yeah, tires. I got Michelin Pilot PA4. Yes, PA4s. I believe I got the name right. They are great tires. I got 265s in the rear, 235s in the front. Tire pressures I have about right here, 32, 33 in the rear. I don't know if that's right. I did just have that done by the Porsche dealer. So a little unsure about that. I did find this car though on Renlist. Highly recommend Renlist, by the way. Great way. This car has had 6 owners. I'm the 7th. A lot of owners, but honestly, this car is holding up real well. There's like a little bit of creaks every so often. A few things are broken that I gotta fix, but all cosmetic. Like the mirror, like these things break. The cup holders, they come out, but they don't like stay in. So minor things like that. Nothing big. Mechanically, the car is completely fine. This car surprisingly is amazing in the snow. Like, it handles better than a lot of cars. I saw other cars like struggling to get around, stuck on the road. This thing was plowing right through everything. It was great, actually. And all this sound is just cabin noise. I don't have the windows down right now. With the windows down and the top down, this thing sounds like a race car. It is insane. I'm surprised Porsche sport exhaust system. It's insane. It's loud. That's also probably helped by the fact that this car has the 997 GT3 throttle body. So some of the intake noise comes from that too, which is great. This car sounds amazing. If none of that was like a clear show, this car is freaking amazing. I was originally trying to see if I could find a 718 Boxster, which you can, for under 40. And I was able to find a few, but it was one of those cases where after I test drove both of them, I just found a dealer that just happened to have them. I did not buy this from a dealer. Like I said, I bought this off of Rentless, but I realized as well the 718, I will admit, it's more refined, it feels better, it's a great car. Something about the engine from this car, I gave up the refinements. I know it has a more, actually the interiors are very similar, but it's an updated interior, little things here and there feel better, things like that. But there was just something about the flat six in this car that I was not able to give up. I mean, like I said, my other Boxster was also a flat six as well. All the Boxsters were, until this generation. So I eventually decided, okay, I'll give that up. I'll go for higher mileage, it's fine. I want that. And the fact that I found one in manual was insane. Yeah, I don't know. It was nice. It was certainly nice. Very lucky. The guy I talked to, he was great. He's a huge enthusiast. Funny enough, he was only selling the car because he has a family. He has 2 daughters, wife, and they were starting to do more outdoorsy stuff, and they realized this car just didn't work for them, which is fine. I mean, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Pilot train tracks here. I do have this car in the stiffest suspension setting, which I will be adjusting very soon. Let's do some manual. Let's do a little bit more shifting myself, you know? But yeah, the guy was super nice. He totally, we talked for a bit. I realized it was the right car for me. He even took me on a little test drive, which was awesome, showed me what it could do, all that fun stuff. And it was like love at first sight. I realized this was the car for me. Actually, the second I saw it on the listing, I did. I thought it was too good to be true. The guy had it listed for $37,000. I sent an offer of $33,500, and he just said yes, which was a little bit suspicious. But then after talking to him, I fully understand where he was coming from. He wanted to see the car go in the good hands, and I guess that was me. Yeah, that's how I got it. Again, there were a few things he didn't tell me about, and when I got the pre-purchase inspection, it missed a few things that were very important. But I got those things worked out. It was fine. The guy probably didn't know. Like, he only had the car for a few months. Either he noticed these things, or honestly, I think he may have just bought it, driven it, the thing for fun, and just didn't care. Which is fine. A lot of people do that. But yeah. I don't know. Life's interesting sometimes. Well, that's nice. By the way, I'm trying out like a new mic setup and head setup. I normally had, in my last video, I had it mounted back there in my other car. I tried that, and it was okay. I decided to go for the head setup this time. So I have it on a hat, which is great. Also, I bought DJI Mic 3s because they integrated right into the camera I'm using, which is the Osmo Action 5 Pro. I was a little disappointed that they didn't have the 3.5mm headphone jack. Sorry, headphone jack. Jesus, lavalier jack. But I will say, after using them for a little bit, I don't care. I just stick them wherever I need them. They're so small and they fit about anywhere. I literally have it just magnetized to the top of my hat right now. It's great. Alright, let's get some fun. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. You know what? Let's do a little fun acceleration right here. Sport Plus. Holy shit, this car is fast. Let's put it back in the sport. Woo! Oh boy. And here's the thing, if you want to quiet the car down, just turn it off. Sport exhaust goes away, a lot of the engine sound goes away. You can still hear the engine just fine, like it's still a loud engine, but like a lot of the higher note kind of goes away. It kind of just turns into cruiser. The pedal response lightens up. Shift to speed slows down, because this car, I could be wrong, but I I swear when it's in Sport Plus, the revs drop faster. I could be wrong, but I feel like they do. But whenever you don't want to do anything, you just, you know, put it away like this, and the car acts just fine. God, I love this Rochester area. Besides the fact that it's freezing and snowing like all the time and gray, this is like the one day the sky's like not gray. It's like beautiful. For context, when the camera is aiming sideways, I am still looking forward. Don't want you guys to think I'm being unsafe, you know? You know, right? Yeah, totally. Okay, I don't see one. Bump it here. Reference, this is normal mode. It's just, the engine sounds just fine. You're just missing some of like the high, like I'll do a good example here. Hold on. Third gear. Listen, full throttle from almost 3,000. Okay. Now if I put that in sport, for example, opens up the sport exhaust because it turns all that stuff on. A little bit below, then full throttle again. It's stuff like that. It's still great. It just, you know, the sport exhaust, especially with the pops and bangs that this thing makes, like, I'll correct the window here so you can hear it a little bit better. But here you go. Let this car pass first. Here. Can't really hear it that much actually, but yeah, you can kind of hear it. Like the pops and bangs you get in sport mode with the sport exhaust on is so nice, and again, very surprised it was allowed. There's a underpass or a tunnel that we have here going to the airport. I will not be doing that today. I will do that in the review. But oh my god, this car, windows down, top down, sounds absolutely amazing going through there. Probably won't be able to do the top down anytime soon because it's 21 degrees and I'm not supposed to use the top under 32. But just believe me, it's amazing. Plus. Okay, this one looks really beat up. Let's be really careful here. This car is like 3 inches off the ground. Okay. Also, I feel like you get more pops and bangs in sport mode than Sport Plus. I could be wrong, but I swear you do. Do a little bump here. Normally just like never ever a reason to go in the first unless you're like really going around a turn, but we're like really need to slow down, but you know, still fun. Alright guys, this for me is probably a good time to slow down the video, time to end it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, like leave a comment, tell me what you like about it, tell me what you want to see, especially if this car, because I know with the market right now and the fact that the Boxster is going EV and everything, is people are probably interested in looking at these, because you get all of the goodness of having a flat 6 engine, but still the modernness of like the modern 718 Sav, especially if you had a CarPlay in it like I did. This is a Joy Auto unit. I'll have a video on that because there's a few things I need to fix on it. But yeah, leave a comment, tell me what you guys liked, what you want to see from my channel. I'll also be posting a bunch of other content. This is not just a car channel. This is going to be having a lot of stuff on it. So yeah. Ooh, worse. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Start off January right, Thank you so much. I hope to do great things this year. I hope that I get back what I was looking to get out of taking this semester off and find myself who I want to be and who I'm happy with. Have a great New Year's, and let's end it off with one more fun little acceleration so you can hear the flat 6 engine one more time. Nah, not second. Let's get in the first gear. You ready? Let's do this.